Hello, guys. It's Caleb here. I'm here for a second half live reaction of Kentucky, Georgia. We currently started. Kentucky went on a little run at first to take the lead, but Georgia seems like they're going to reclaim the lead with 2 free throws. He just made the first, and he made the second, so Georgia's back on top, 31-32. So let's see. We have Kentucky on the offensive end right now. See what happens. We need to get something over. This is a must-win game because we have a very tough stretch coming up. This is must-win.
Boston started the second half for Kentucky. Back to Askew, but 10 on the shot clock. Here's Dante Allen.
All right, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it! No.
Another shot clock violation.
Really good defense by Georgia. You know, the ball stays on the top of the floor the entire possession. It never dives down into the paint or onto the baseline to flatten out the defense. And when you're 0 for 9 outside the 3-point line, Georgia can really shrink the floor against Kentucky.
Wheeler in the trees.
Something. All right.
Pass and now picked up
Got
by
taken.
Allen. Allen goes behind the back.
Come on.
Jackson.
Oh my gosh, he gave it away. An easy shot right there. You just gave it right to him, did you?
For Justin Kier.
What great anticipation right there by Kier, who leads the SEC in steals.
Kier back on top in that category, averaging over 2 steals a game. And now an offensive foul on Kentucky.
Another defensive play by pass away. And that's what he does. He anticipates that uphill pass. He gets a jump in the gap. And then right here, another defensive play by Kier.
Goes against Askew on the push-off. Georgia with the basketball up by 3, and now 5 on the follow-up slam by Kamara. Only the second basket for Kamara. Askew on
That was a. How do you not even make a layup? Dude.
Wheeler launching a 3.
See, I think you can get that shot anytime in the possession. You might as well move the ball, reverse it, make the defense work.
And one counted for Boston, who might be enjoying his best game of the year.
Yeah, to be honest, Boston's having a good game. And you know why? Because he came off the bench. I think him coming off the bench, I think it's a good thing. If you have him come off the bench, that'll give him, maybe make him better.
He handles the contact. He finishes at the front of the rim.
We're just not used to calling Kentucky games where they're sitting on 6 free throws at this point.
And he missed that free throw. Dude, free throws are important. You can't miss free throws in games like this.
Like this since the 20s. In a lot of ways that you could measure it.
Shooting the basketball, turnovers, record-wise, of course.
But you know what? They're not the only blue bloods struggling this year because North Carolina and Duke are not in the top 25 either, and it's the first time.
All right, 1-point game.
That all 3, Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina, are not in the AP top 25.
I know, that's crazy, right? The 3 main blue bloods are not in the top 25. Yeah, but one of the... Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But Kansas and UCLA are in it. And, you know, UCLA hasn't been anybody, and we turn it over. How stupid.
Again, it's a one-possession game, Mike. Everything that you see going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's a competitive game. It's a 3-point game in the second half.
Once you've moved into your new home, the Home Depot can haul away that old carpet, help you put in the flooring you really want, and even help you with kitchen design services. Once you've made your big move and you're settling into your new place, the Home Depot has everything you need to make your dream home the one you live in every day.
Oh, Georgia Tech's beating Clemson pretty good.
How doers get more.
Had Georgia Tech beat my kittens by like 12, was it 12, 14? It was double digits. Georgia Tech's beating Clemson pretty good. Clemson got absolutely killed the other day by Virginia at home. Clemson's kind of on a rough stretch right now.
Georgia Bulldogs up by 3 at Stegman Coliseum on Thursday. Women's basketball doubleheader for you. The number 22 Lady Bulldogs scoring off against Don Staley in South Carolina at 6:30. And then it's number 12 Kentucky taking on Auburn. Auburn team looking for an upset and their first conference win. Both games right here on the SEC Network. Mike Morgan with Debbie Antonelli.
Mike, Don Staley's team scored 104 points on Monday night. There'll be some offense in that one.
Slightly more than what we've seen so far today, but if you like steals, then you've come to the right place, and you've come to know Justin Kier.
Well, I respect Justin Kier's game because what KD Johnson and Samir Wheeler do for Kier is they get him off the ball, they make him a catch-and-shoot guy. He doesn't have to handle and make too many decisions with the ball. And he plays deep. He can guard 1 through 4. They can use him in switches, and he's committed to playing that role. It's a sign of maturity by a guy who is already mature, a graduate student.
If you can think of any reason why we're losing to Georgia right now, I don't think there is any reason for it. Like, have you seen Georgia this year? Mississippi State, a team we beat on the road, went into Athens and killed Georgia. We have absolutely no business in losing this game. This is just ridiculous. This is a ridiculous game right now. There's no reason to be losing to Georgia. This isn't football. And don't tell me and say Georgia's 8-4. They're 1-4 in the SEC. Their only win was against Ole Miss. And we turn it over again.
All that talent and all those one and dones and have success. You know, it just shows you how challenging it is to do that, and also complicated and compounded by this being an unusual and unique year in college basketball because of COVID.
Coach Cal told us, he said, I had to do some things that I don't necessarily.
There, we finally get a basket.
Thing to do in terms of contact tracing and everything we all know what COVID can do to force a game to be postponed or canceled. He said, I just feel like we have to get some unity this year. So he's had team dinners. He rented out a movie theater. He's trying to get some type of cohesion for all these young men who haven't really been able to enjoy normal college life. Desperation 3 near the end of the shot clock, tapped around into the hands of Allen.
We haven't even made a 3 this game.
Face and fire, shot no. Jackson will hustle inside. 10 on the shot clock for Vince.
So you go under that screening action.
Oh!
Until they hit a three. And
We finally hit a three!
Are you kidding me?
Keon Brooks, dude. Huh? There we go. Oh.
His first and Kentucky's first of the night.
Yeah, you go under all that ball screening action for Kentucky right now. You make them prove that they can hit a few. Now, Dante Allen, you don't go under, but everyone else you do.
And bounds to the Kentucky basketball.
Ball screen in the middle.
Finally, we hit a three. First time tonight. And you know who did it?
Just a good play by David Vince.
And you know who hit it, right? Our returning player. That's why we need experience. The one and done thing has to go. I say what they should do is required at least 2 years instead of 1 year. Because can you imagine how good our teams would have been if all those guys would have stayed another year?
He's made the most of this.
Like how good the 2017-18 team would have been if all those guys all those guys stayed and plus those recruits came. Or last year's team if guys like Tyler Hero stayed.
Shot off the glass. The follow is good. Great hustle by Andrew Garcia. Allen.
Oh, that was a good shot by Allen.
Basket. He fired up a couple of threes. The first
Rolled right in.
Now he's on the
Now,
board.
1 point game again.
That's going to be offensive. Garcia dipping that shoulder into the chest. And the defender.
You see how Wheeler gets to the paint? There's 4 blue jerseys around him. He drops it down inside, and that's an offensive foul. There's a late whistle, but it's definitely an offensive foul. You got to answer the 3 W's all the time, Mike. My 3 W's of a point guard. Who to get the ball to, when, and where. I know he leads the league in assists, but sometimes he overpenetrates, and his lack of size inside all that size of Kentucky is an issue.
Well, let's pose that same question to Kentucky. I would have to think the who would be Boston.
That's absolutely right. Let's keep an eye on. He's not in the game
Well,
right
he's
now.
getting a breather. Okay, so now now that he's out, who's your option now?
Offensive rebounding is the option.
And we turn it over again.
That's what it's been like. If Boston's not scoring, it's been turnovers.
This feels like 100 million turnovers.
Still hanging around right now, but they're going to call a goaltend that time. Off his pogo stick is Keon Brooks.
To the rim.
That was a good block, but we gotta know that is goaltending.
Score it for Georgia.
It looked like it was heading in, so if you block it where it looks like it's heading in, that's goaltending.
Help you put in the flooring you really want, and even help you with kitchen design services. Once you've made your big move and you're settling into your new place, the Home Depot has everything you need to make your dream home the one you live in every day. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
classic rivalries in all sports. UConn, Tennessee on the hardwood. Speaking of women's hoops, on Thursday, it'll be number 22, Georgia taking on number 4, South Carolina, followed up by Kentucky and Auburn at 8:30.
Kelly Harper, the head coach for Tennessee, Mike. She's 4-1 as a player against UConn, 0-1 as a coach. Last year, they renewed the rivalry and got it started back up. I'll tell you what, Gino Auriemma and Pat Sumner were two architects of the game in the modern era. They've done a fantastic job of building the women's game. Of course, Pat, we'll be back Pat week. Such a significant week to remember and celebrate Pat's legacy, who has impacted the SEC, not just on the women's side, certainly on the men's side as well.
Now, those two should face each other every year. What are we looking at contract-wise on that?
I think that's in the works.
Okay. If you need my help on that, I'll entertain you. I just think that's the kind of game you want to have every year.
Another steal. My gosh. We just can't catch a break. All they're doing is giving it right to him.
It's just a great anticipation by Kyrie.
15 turnovers. And we still have like 11 minutes to go.
I've got 9 steals now for Georgia. That is official 9. With Boston on the floor, they do get it down low on a hard foul on top of it.
This is coming off a timeout where you have a chance to execute.
Like, what type of play was that, coach?
And Askew again turns it over. That pass is too flat, and it allows Kyer to shoot the gap.
Like, you're coming right out of a timeout, and you did not. I don't think so, but still.
Take a review of the last play. What are we looking for here? Making sure that's a play or not.
I think it's a. I'm not even sure it was a hard foul. I think it was just an unbalanced play. I don't see much there. And certainly by the body language of Fagan, he wasn't trying to take it down.
So, I think that would rise to the level of flavor 1, more flavor 2.
Very few fouls are flagrant 2s. It's usually a flagrant 1. Isn't a flagrant 2 basically when is your second flagrant?
So you can't get
However, there was that one play where that Arkansas kid absolutely, like, basically went, like, put his hands right and basically smacked Darren Fox when he was going for that shot. Like, that was an automatic flagrant 2 because you can't smack anyone. And that kid got ejected from that game.
He wraps his arm so that he has to. They are gonna
We see the rules on flavored 1, excessive and or unnecessary, not a legitimate play on the ball, a hold or push from behind. I guess you could say push from behind.
I was thinking more of a, wrapping his arm out. Obviously, he was trying to keep him from scoring to earn it at the free throw line.
Yeah.
That's a great job by Toppin to get behind the basket, get behind the defense. And, the way he fell and how hard he fell is the reason why the
It's 2 shots in the ball. Already made the first one.
Kentucky has struggled shooting the basketball, but you got 2 freebies here.
Let me get the ball right because it's flagrant.
Kentucky has not been at the line much tonight at all.
I swear that is all good and holy. If you throw it and turn it over, this one I'm big. Oh my.
Maybe in Coach Cal's mind with Brandon Boston, it was better to take some pressure off of him and not have him in the starting lineup and see if it would ignite something.
That was what type of shot was that? How can you not make those? That was like a 2-footer. You can't even make 2-footers. You're a transfer. You're supposed to be a senior in college. You can't even make a 2-footer. Man. Ha! 5 opportunities. There we go. We make something. Another 1 point. Now it's a 1-point game again.
Sarr had 11 rebounds for Kentucky.
This is too slow developing right here. You gotta move the ball.
Tough pass handled it and somehow get it to Garcia for the deuce.
Looks like we have a technical foul. What a great pass.
What's the technical foul?
The flagrant one. Now we have a technical. I think it gives Coach Cal a team to get it time to get his team organized. This is a great shape up in the lane. Maybe it's a stare down.
He might have done a little woofing in addition to the stare down. He got the technical.
They're not going to do what
Is
Cal going to try and get ejected again? I don't know. You know what happens when he gets ejected? Basically, it's starting to come to the point when, whenever your coach gets ejected, you get excited, but you start cheering just because it gives you a chance. But a lot of times with Kentucky, a lot of teams it's basically an automatic loss for the other team just because. Free throws, dude. Free throws. You can't miss them.
Timeouts and quick timeouts in the first half. Tell you what, both these teams are competing now. It might not be the prettiest basketball that you've seen, but it's competitive. And
competing? Georgia may be competing, but we're not. We're playing down to our competition again. Like, if we were competing, we would probably be winning this thing by 20 right now. We're just playing very poorly. Making some shots, but it's just... Georgia is not a good team. We shouldn't...
Can't finish.
They're worse than Georgia Tech. And they did not play Georgia Tech this year.
Nothing comes easy for Georgia either, straight off their first conference win against Ole Miss. Almost another steal. Kentucky has got to be more protective of the basketball. Wildcats have 15 turnovers. We got over 9 minutes left.
Third straight game with 15 plus turnovers. What's our issue? That was a weird shot by Brooks. What was that? Sarr.
Sarr working the block.
Oh, nice shot for Sarr. Cats take the lead.
Olivier Sarr has done a much better job in the second half. Posting up, his timing on his duck in, his shape up to the basketball. He's got to keep working.
See where Georgia turns for offense. In their playmakers' hands.
All right, ball back to the Cats.
Too much mustard on the hot dog, trying to find Cutter.
Olivier Sarr has been doing a great job shaping up, and when he catches, he likes to face up. He knows he's got the size advantage. Uses the glass well, and Wheeler turning it over on the other end. I think he's got to let somebody else make a play right now.
Sarr lost it in Kentucky. Catches a break and has a foul down low on Georgia. I believe it's on K.D. Johnson.
Like, this is a dangerous time for Georgia. They get the flagrant one, they get the technical foul. Kentucky takes the lead. They've got to get their composure back.
Come on, Brooks. There we are. There's shot number 1 for Brooks.
Kentucky teams that other teams try to do this to them to take them out of their game and kind of turn it into a tractor pull and try to win ugly. Kentucky has had to win ugly all year, quite frankly. I mean, this is not a team that's scoring a bunch of points anyway. They're averaging about 65 points a game, so this is not uncharted territory for this year's installment of Kentucky.
What was that? What's that one Georgia student have behind the basket? It's like a wheel kind of thing. It's like one of those things where it goes, woo, 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 woo. That's hilarious. Oh, we got the ball back. And they gave it right to us.
Now Kentucky off the steal.
Oh.
And a foul call. Keon Brooks will go to the free throw line. Kentucky up by 4 with 7:56 to play.
See what that one?
Because paint inspiration can strike anywhere, the Project Color app from the Home Depot can help you find an exact color match and give you an early look at your new look and have the paint you love and the supplies you need delivered free. So you can complete any project with complete confidence. And when inspiration strikes again, you know where to turn. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
With 3 times total points at grocery stores, your same kitchen can help with more cuisines. Sapphire Reserve from Chase. Make more of what's yours. With 3 times total points at grocery stores, your same kitchen can help with more cuisines. Sapphire Reserve from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
So when in doubt, just say, let me talk to my manager.
Next, Carvana's 100% online shopping experience.
Ugh.
People buy a car, get this, from their couch. Oh, how disruptive.
No salesman there to help me pick out the car I need.
Then how does anyone find a car on this site without someone like us?
Now,
checking
fuck
in?
Matt Jones.
Oh, golly. I can help you find the color you want. That sounds nice. Let me talk to my manager.
Buy your next car 100% online with Carvana.
What is the cost per credit of a WGU degree? Unlike most universities, we don't charge tuition per credit hour. Instead, at WGU, you pay a flat rate for 6-month term, and you can take as many courses as you want during that time for no extra cost. Like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but for college. So the more classes you can complete in a term, the more you save compared to a traditional university. Save money and graduate faster with an accredited degree from WGU. Learn more today about how you can earn your degree for less.
Kentucky has its largest lead of the night, 4 points. Georgia hurting themselves here late with a technical foul and a flagrant foul. Kentucky's been hurting itself with turnovers. Look at that number. 9 steals and 25 points on turnovers for the
It's just kind of-
That's kept them into this game. Neither team came out shooting very well. Kentucky has heated up. And maybe the best game of the year, the talented freshman Brandon Boston, who did not start tonight, came off the bench. He's 8 of 12, 16 points.
Might be best to keep Brandon coming off the bench. Seems like he's playing better off the bench.
Well, if anyone thought Kentucky was just going to roll over and quit, that wasn't going to happen. And Coach Cal's been very clear about that all week, that he is going to keep figuring it out, tweaking, trying to find a way. He's changed the lineup. He's looking for combinations. He's trying to figure out who could be consistent on the floor. And you know, a lot of times you think that you might have had that figured out by now, but this is a strange year.
Another missed free throw.
Keon Brooks made the only 3. He hasn't even made one all year. Just turn the ball over. I mean, they're shooting it at a high clip at 67%. Let's see if Wheeler can let somebody else make a play.
Georgia on the wrong end of a 12-2 run for Kentucky.
7 on the shot clock.
Open 3.
All right.
They've
Way to rebound.
I ask you. Coming up on 7 minutes to go from Stegman Coliseum.
Oh, what a shot, dude! That was Boston. Wow, Boston's having a night tonight. Boston. What?
Watch the screen by Sawyer. It's a great get down screen, and then look what Boston catches the ball. It's a great pass to the shooting pocket, allowing him to go into the rhythm of the shot.
Man was shooting buckets last night in Lexington till 2:10 in the morning. Working on his game and trying to get better.
Well, I'm for Kentucky, but Georgia needs to make their free throws if they want to stay in this game. If they want to stay in this game, they have to make free throws too. Like, that's the thing about free throws. They're free points. You got to make them. They made one. Now it's a 6-point game. 6:55 to go.
Taken to Mississippi State. Florida blows out Tennessee, and Alabama is the most exciting team to watch in college basketball. They are a lot of fun.
Florida beating Tennessee. That was awesome to watch.
Very difficult to beat the rest of the year. Boston again, and that time too strong. An offensive rebound for Kentucky.
Alabama is really fun to watch. Threes and layups, they share it. They move it. They're going to be challenging to defend because all 5 players can shoot it.
Yeah, that was off the mark.
Yeah, it's not like what you'd see at the Y.
No.
Shucking in with nice threes. There's a method to the madness.
All right. Come on. All right, 10 seconds on the shot clock. We can't make threes tonight. We only made one tonight.
Georgia has not scored a field goal in over 4 minutes. Oh, great up and under move, but he can't finish. Everything but the bucket for Garcia.
Hey, need a basket here.
You get an early offensive opportunity like that with a great catch at the rim. You have to put those in.
Sar facing
Oh, Sar.
That's
That's up mid-range. Usually he makes mid-ranges.
mid-range jumper. Other end, Georgia, no. Tapped around Kamara. And a reaching foul on Kentucky. It's only the 5th foul on the Wildcats in their free throws. Now against Sar.
Georgia has missed a lot of shots at the rim. Part of that is the size of Kentucky, the length at the rim that has bothered.
Not bad. I thought they were going to shoot free throws here. I thought they were going to shoot free throws. That looked like a foul on a shot. That looked like a free throw foul.
Shots with that leg. That has been true so far tonight. Nickel and Dowell on Kentucky there. That's now team foul number 6. We'll go against Miss. You know that young man wants to get back in the game. He's feeling it tonight.
Okay.
Good job on that ball screen, D, to push them out. Look how far out Severe Wheeler is.
Georgia's football school.
Wheeler dribble. Oh, nice dive. Drop that.
Layup made, and it's
Garcia. I was wondering where
it's now a 4-point game.
That was a good decision to hang on to that dribble.
4-point game. Kentucky seeking its 15th consecutive win over the Georgia Bulldogs.
Last time we lost to Georgia was the year we went to the NIT, I believe. And it was at Stegman. He threw it right out. That was a stupid pass. What a stupid pass.
Wheeler gets deep into the paint and keeps that dribble alive. Nice job by Garcia to make himself available. And on the other side, I think Kentucky and Georgia were both confused about what they were doing. I think Georgia was confused about their defense, and Kentucky was confused about what they were running.
It's hard to take a charge against your teammate.
Oh my gosh, you got a rebound.
Followed, rejected by
There's
Jackson.
Askew.
Boy, is he a great rim protector. Askew all the way.
There, at Jackson. That was a good shot by Jackson.
Exchange there on both ends of the floor by Isaiah Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson. All right, layup made by Georgia. Back to a 4-point game.
Much better set for Tom Crean's team. Everybody lifted
Tom
up the
Crean.
free throw line. We know Wheeler can get by Askew anytime. He's left-handed. He goes
Tom
with that
Crean.
strong, dominant hand, and
If you're an Indiana fan, you recognize that name, Tom Crean.
It's a good call by Tom Crean to get those.
He was the coach at Indiana for a few years. From how many years was he the coach at IU? He was coach from 2009 to and he was fired in 2017 from IU.
Georgia on the other end, a block foul.
Blocked.
Against Askew, and that'll take us to our final media timeout. It comes down to the final 3 minutes and 17 seconds in Athens.
Oh my gosh, those Tennessee McDonald's jokes are hilarious. It might become their new name, the University of McDonald's. Well, but they would have to change to UM, and there's a bunch of UMs out there. Other UMs.
It's Sunday. Sunday sing-along. And he helped us get a home and all budget. He's been our insurance guy for 5 years now. He makes us feel like we're worth protecting. Why didn't you tell us about these savings? Well, it literally. Oh, Danny boy, the price of ice are calling. From you know what? It's the ESPN app.
Time now for tonight's Protection Spotlight, brought to you by Allstate. Protecting the rim has been Isaiah Jackson for Kentucky.
In the entire nation, he leads the SEC's 6th in the nation and better than 3 a game. And he has been efficient tonight around the rim. He's done a great job of staying out of foul trouble. He's been aggressive. He doesn't have any fouls, and he's blocked all those shots inside. He can continue to stay aggressive here in the last 3:17.
2 blocks is actually below his average.
Okay. Whoa.
Kentucky has been led by talented freshman Brandon Boston in his best performance of the year, considering a conference game on the road. A lot of talk about Boston's struggles. He has been in the crosshairs. That's what you get when you go to Kentucky. You get a whole lot of love that you're not going to get anywhere else when you're doing well. You get a whole lot of criticism to a magnitude that you're not going to get anywhere else when you're not doing well. But tonight, he's done very well. 18 points, 6 rebounds. Again, did not start this game.
NBA.
When you go to Kentucky to play basketball,
No, you go to Kentucky to get right to the NBA. That's how it works. That's Cal's special. You go to Kentucky for 1 year of the college experience just to get right to the NBA. That's how it works.
I wish everybody had a chance to
I'm sick of it.
go to Arena, catch some games, non-COVID conditions. situations, it's the closest thing you'll find to
All right, it's a 2-point game after those 2 free throws made by the Dogs.
the spotlight can get awfully hot, just like it would for an SEC football player. 3 minutes remaining, 2-point game. Brooks is completely upended, hits the deck hard, and he'll go to the line.
That's where Keon Brooks can help Kentucky, is taking shots like this right here. It's a good flash. Gonna get a chance to go back to the free throw line. He's 3 for 4 tonight.
Okay. All right, Brooks, you got every game against Georgia is always a nail biter. I remember while going to Rupp and watching. I actually remember going to Rupp a couple years ago for a game versus Georgia. It was actually New Year's Eve. It was a couple of years ago, and it was the Kevin Knox, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander team. We were losing the whole game. My gosh, it was a hard game to watch, but we pulled it off. But still, that was definitely. But it got pretty loud in there at one point. All right, it's now back to a 4-point game with 2 free throws made by Keon Brooks Jr. Okay, we need a stop.
We know one thing for Georgia on offense. It's going to be dictated by the ball. Number 2 and 1, Sahir Wheeler.
This is a good defensive lineup on the floor for Kentucky. Coach Cal now can go offense, defense.
Ooh. And we miss a rebound. I hate these kind of things where we miss these rebounds.
15 offensive rebounds now for Georgia. Wheeler,
Oh, it just rimmed out. That one rimmed out. That would have been a big shot for Georgia. That's a break right there. Now we need a bucket here to try and close this game out here. We're coming across the 2-minute mark. Jackson hits a nice shot here. All right. So it's now back to a 6-point Kentucky lead. See if Georgia responds.
12 points for Jackson. The lead is 6.
All right, 3-point up, and it's in. So it's a 3-point game. Like I've said before, hey, last minute or so, our opponent's bucket is one of the luckiest buckets in college basketball. Like, it opens up last minute or so. They may not hit a 3 the entire second half until the last minute when they're only down 6. Oh, no. And we turn it over. Tie for the tie. No.
Not so sure about that.
That was a good shot.
You check with a minute.
All right, we got a timeout here.
Timeout on the floor. 61 seconds remain.
We need to win this game. We have this very tough stretch coming up. Like, our next game's at home against LSU. Not a bad team at all. They're decent. They can beat us. And then, is it at Missouri after that? I'm not so sure. No. No, it's at Alabama next. Oh my gosh, you can write that one off. They beat us by 20 on our home court. What makes you think we're gonna go in there and win? When they whooped you by 20 on your home court, you can write that off. And then we get Texas at home. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a joke. I've contemplated not even watching that game because Texas is so good this year. Texas.
A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need. Visit AsiaRetirement.com.
Texas. Georgia.
Yeah. Second left to go at Stegeman Coliseum. Georgia trying to snap a nasty 14-game losing streak to Kentucky. Wildcats up by 3. Mike Morgan, Debbie Antonelli. And Debbie, let's revisit what we talked about at the top. Talk specifically about what Cal was talking about, trying to find that combination that works.
Last time we lost to Georgia was our NIT year in 2013. Last time we lost Georgia was the year we went to the NIT.
Coach Cal certainly knows what he wants to run, who he wants on the floor. But this is situational offense, what you prepare for a moment like this in the game. So now you put B.J. Boston back in the game. You get maybe Dante Allen on the floor. Let's see what
B.J. Boston?
But you're going for an offensive possession here, so you want to put your best offensive.
Well, B.J. Boston had a good game tonight, so I don't know. But usually I'd be nervous putting him out on the court in a game like this, in a very key moment like this, where you're only up 3 with like a minute to go. I'd be kind of worried putting him in there. Because he's, all right, 57. All right, come on. No threes, no threes, no threes, no threes. Come on. No, no, no. All right. Chance for Georgia to tie it. All right, we got a 1-point game here. Come on.
He's done a great job of running to the rim all game.
There was a 3.5-second differential. Georgia electing to foul.
Look at all the Kentucky players are all watching the ball, and no one sees Garcia on the backside in transition. Great finish.
I mean, there are some prime candidates to foul on Kentucky, but this is not necessarily one of them. Devin Askew was 82% on the year.
Come on, Askew, you need to make these. Come on. Dang it! No! Clock stop.
You know what you want your team to do. You got to attack.
Georgia looks like they're going to play the final shot. Wheeler with 5. Wheeler on the way, rejected out of bounds with 3.6 on the clock, and now the timeout is called.
I like the idea of not calling the timeout, not giving Kentucky a chance to change
that was a good block.
Or to get their first down on the floor. But look at the play by Jackson. All game, this has been an issue for Wheeler. Into the traffic, into the size.
At times he makes the fantastic layup. At other times he just gets swallowed up by those Kentucky trees.
Well, I like the idea initially of not calling the timeout. Tom Crean has his offense in front of him, Mike, so he knows what he wants to run. Again, situational offense. This is why
This is Tom Crean.
This is what you live for in your moment in coaching and moment in playing, is to be in a
Tom Crean team actually hit a buzzer beater against us when he was at Indiana. And they were Tom Crean team actually hit a buzzer beater against us, and when we played Indiana.
Opportunity to steal that one on the road in overtime. Similar situation. They had the ball in the final possession, wound up basically in a turnover. That was Kyer a little loose on the handle. And we know Wheeler is probably going to touch it here, but who's the prime candidate to shoot the ball if it's not Sabir Wheeler?
Well, looking to try to make a direct feed to the post if we can. If you can get the ball in there, that's what you're looking for if you're Georgia. You got to crash the glass. Everyone goes to the glass, and Kentucky needs to make sure they board it. Kentucky
Maybe that young man, maybe the freshman. Sorry, Debbie. Maybe the freshman KD Johnson. We know how much confidence Tom.
Another timeout.
In the young man out of Atlanta, KD Johnson.
It's gonna be a baby.
And here's the other thing: Sabir Wheeler is going to inbound the ball. We know how small he is on the baseline. And Kentucky's going to put Cook's eyes on that inbounder, try to take his vision away. That's the alignment that Tom Crean had before Coach Cal called timeout.
Very quietly, Andrew Garcia has put up 16 points tonight for Georgia to lead the Bulldogs in that department. We've got time for an inbound, maybe even a pass or two. We'll see what Georgia comes up with. Well, what Kentucky has come up with tonight. The best game of the year for that man, Brandon Boston.
Well, Brandon Boston has allowed the game to come to him. He hasn't forced anything. He's been really good about playing off that pin down. He's been good on That's what really got him started. Because he didn't start the game. This is the first game this season. He came off the bench, and he's delivered. He is 9 for 16. He's got 7 boards and 18 points to lead Kentucky.
He was far and away the best player for Kentucky during the summer, and the high expectations were really through the roof. The athleticism that's a given. But just a really tough start, and then it snowballs, and before you know it, it's in your head.
All right, we got a big possession. We got a big thing for Georgia. Georgia with a chance to win the game here. Georgia with a chance to win the game. Come on. Another time. They're going to call every single. That kid they have like every single. Another timeout. Yeah, they got to call him. Because he has them. You got to call him. Come on. Let's get this over with. Well, you have to call timeout because there's probably. This is a big moment right here for the.
I don't think you can see him because he didn't shoot through Brandon Boston. Watch where Boston's body position is, and then watch where from all our cuts.
The basement of this. Well.
That's where Kentucky's life makes it so hard to make a pass like that. All right, what's plan B?
Well, you have another inbound play. You run everything out of the same set for scouting reasons, so you have some tweaks.
Come on, come on.
Things that you can counter with if you're Tom Crean. A lot of length on the floor for Kentucky right now.
Boston will continue to harass Wheeler on the inbounds.
You got to switch on everything.
Comes in, bobbles.
Oh no!
With 1.3 left. Brooks. No, and Georgia wins it, snapping a 14-game losing streak to Kentucky. What a finish for Georgia.
My gosh. You were up like 6 with 5 minutes to go.
It's just an incredible effort.
Well, there goes our season, guys. Might have been. There goes our season, guys.
1-point win for Georgia.
There goes our season, guys.
I mean, he basically splits 2 Kentucky defenders, as you mentioned, bobbles it, scoops it up, and gets it in before the leaping.
There goes our season now.
What an unreal finish, and what a heartbreaking defeat for Kentucky.
All right, guys. That shall do it with the live stream here. We will see you next year.
He was quiet for much of the night, but the game-winning basket